Let's talk about Marcus Rashford. Marcus Rashford is the name on everybody's lips at the moment, man. He has hinted at a move away from Manchester United after he came out in an interview with Harry Winter saying he wanted a new challenge. Have people misconstrued it? We're going to talk about it. Before we get into it, hit the like button, comment down below what you think about Marcus Rashford, and subscribe to the channel for more. Could it be just cryptic wording? Could it be this? Who knows? We're going to discuss it, and we're going to talk about it. Manchester United's Marcus Rashford ready for new challenge. Marcus Rashford has hinted at a move away from Man United, saying that he is ready for a new challenge after admitting it was disheartening after being dropped for the Manchester Derby. Obviously, we won that game in dramatic fashion. Very, very amazing. We won that game in dramatic fashion, and Marcus Rashford obviously not going to be pleased that he's not in the squad against one of Manchester United's biggest rivals, Manchester City. Obviously, he wanted to be involved and score and do stuff, so obviously he's going to be a little disheartened and, frustrated and probably pissed off. But Amorim said it before. He even said in his press conference, the performance in training, the performance in game, the way you dress, the way you eat, the way you engage with your teammates are all key factors that I pick up. So he's looking at all the stuff. He's analyzing body language. He's seeing what people are doing, how they interact, because the way you act outside the field is more than likely the way you act inside the field. That's why they say the way you train is the way you're going to play. Because if you train a certain way, you're going to play that way. So if he's having issues or whatever off the field, then that's going to translate onto the field, which could lead to anger, which could lead to lashing out, which could potentially land a red card and stuff like that. And you don't need that, because if you go down to 10 men, that's not good, man. And plus, I mean, you don't want to be, just getting sent off and stuff in the spur of the moment, heat of the moment. You're pissed off about something going on in your personal life, and then you translate that onto the football pitch. So, yeah, I guess I can't really blame Amorim for that. That's something that I'm guilty of. It is what it is, man. Taking stuff from one thing and bringing it on to something else. So it is what it is, man. And yeah, so Marcus Rashford and Garnacho not in the squad. Obviously, Garnacho is a separate issue. That's what the leaks of the team sheets and stuff with the squad. So that's a whole different ball game. Rashford is more on the personal side. He's got a bunch of stuff going on. He gave presents to the kids for Christmas and stuff. He's doing stuff for the community over there in the UK. He's doing stuff over there, giving kids, food and gifts and stuff. That's cool. All that stuff is cool. He's got a lot on his plate. Rashford's got a lot going on his plate. It's crazy, man. And he just had this little press conference today as well. So he also came on and said this. For me personally, I think I'm ready for a new challenge in the next steps. Rashford told Henry Winter, when I leave, it's going to be no hard feelings. You're not going to have any negative comments from me about Manchester United. That's me as a person. So Rashford obviously wants to leave on good terms, which, Rashford's been at the club for almost 20 years. He grew up. He came to the academy. He made his debut in 2015. I remember the Arsenal game very, very well. And yeah, he was a hot prospect, hot on the block, man. He was doing his thing. Obviously, I remember the night in Paris with the penalty, scoring the crucial penalty to send us through in the Champions League. And yeah, man, Rashford has done a lot for the football club, man. He scored some very crucial, good goals for Manchester United, man. And, it'll be like a hole missing without him, man, because he's pretty much been at Man United pretty much the whole time since I've been supporting them. So it'll be like something's missing there. So if he does end up going. He also said this, if I know that a situation is already bad, I'm not going to make it worse. I've seen how other players have left in the past, and I don't want to be that person. When I leave, I'll make a statement, and it will be from me. It's disheartening to be left out of the derby, but it's happened. We won the game. So I think he's irritated and aggravated that he's left out of the derby and he went and had this interview. I think that aggravated him, because I saw he put a post on Instagram saying, let's go boys, come on. But Rashford wants to be out there banging and playing, man. Come on, man. At the Etihad as well, and the way we won, he wanted to play, man. There's nothing better than scoring. I'm telling you, it's better scoring away from home than at home. It's way better. Being away from home and beating them in their stadium is great. It's great. Away days are great. Away days are great, man. So I know Rashford wanted to play in that derby, and he's pissed off, but Amorim left him out the team, man. He said his body language wasn't on point. He's probably coming in, maybe his body language, his mood. He just wasn't in it, man, and you got to be in it. And if you're not in it, this new manager coming in, he's just gonna leave you out, man. You're not in it. You're not ready. You're not prepared. So, yeah. It's disappointing, but I'm also someone, as I've gotten older, I can deal with setbacks. What am I going to do about it? Sit there and cry about it, or do my best the next time I'm available? So, basically what he's saying there, got to move on, got to suck it up. Basically got to, deal with it and roll with it, man. So, Yeah, man, it's wild, man. It's wild. It's wild. Obviously they bring up his wages as well. Rashford signed a £325,000 a week 4.5-year contract. He just signed the contract about 2 years ago. So I don't think was it that long ago. I don't think it was that long ago. He just refreshed his contract. So yeah, I mean they're gonna be looking. Yeah, it was July 2023. So yeah, it was about a year and a half ago. So yeah, there was some things saying he could go to PSG. That's been linked for a long time. Him going to PSG. I've seen little stuff come out saying he could go to Arsenal. If he goes to Arsenal, it don't matter what type of statement Rashford puts out. They're gonna want his head on a stick. If he goes to Arsenal, oh my goodness, man. Not them. Not them, man. Hell no. And I know Arsenal fans will want to sign him just for shits and giggles because you know they're gonna lob that up in our face. You know they are, man. So that's not a good idea. But I don't think Rashford will go to Arsenal, man. That top rival, it's not happening, man. So, because I know some Arsenal fans wanted to happen so they could sit there and laugh, man. But yeah, man, it'll almost be like Sancho going to Chelsea. So, yeah, well, no, it'd be worse than that because with Sancho is not a Man United graduate, so it'll be like what it is. But if Rashford went to Arsenal, man. But this is also what Rashford had to say. I do feel misunderstood, but I'm fine with it, he said. I'm a very simple person. I love football. That's been my life from the beginning. So I'm halfway through my career. I don't expect my peak to be now. I've had 9 years so far in the Premier League, and that's taught me a lot. That's helped me grow as a player and as a person, so I don't have any regrets from the last 9 years. I won't have any regrets going forward because I take things day by day, and sometimes bad things happen, which is true. Sometimes good things happen. Yep. I just try and keep a fine balance. I have my own dreams. I've achieved parts of it, but I'm not where I want to be. But the problem is when you get there, you create another thing, which is true. Once you get to where you want to be, you got everything, you got all the money, you got all the stuff, then you want something else. It's always more. It's always more. You always want more. It's never enough. And I struggle with that. It's never enough. It's just never enough. I want more. It's never enough. It's never enough. You can win everything. I still want something else. And it's hard to find that happy balance when you could just stop and say, well, I've done it. It's hard, man. It's a cycle that never stops. There's not really an end point. I couldn't agree more with that, man. I couldn't agree more with that. Yeah, I mean, I struggle with that as well. I do good at something. I want more. I want to do better. There's no end. There's no end goal. It's just, I just want to keep going until I drop or whatever. Just keep going. But Manchester United play Tottenham on Thursday. It'll be interesting to see if Marcus Rashford features. I was talking about that on the phone. He said, don't be surprised if Marcus Rashford does put up a performance on Thursday. So I'm just going to put this in the video. Let's see if Marcus Rashford performs on Thursday, if he starts. Because it'll be interesting if he plays. But if he puts in a performance on Thursday and scores some goals, man, that would be wild after this little interview right here. So we'll have to see. Only the future knows. We will see. Let me know what you think down below about Marcus Rashford's situation. Marcus Rashford has spoken. He wants out, man. I think in January he's going to be gone, man. I think this is it. I think he's getting it ready, and I think he's going to be out in January. But who knows? Things have happened. He could stay. Maybe he could find his form. Because let's be real. If he goes and scores a hat trick against Tottenham on Thursday, people are not going to be talking about this. Like, oh, Rashford scored a hat trick. He's back. He's him. He's doing this. He's back. So we'll have to see, man. Let me know what you guys think down below. It's been what I see, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. And I'm out. Peace out.